Hello everybody, ODYSSEY Gamer here, and yeah, this is pretty much my vlog on the Nintendo Switch presentation. Wow, I'm actually doing more horrible than the interpreter trying to interpret the guy who's talking in Japanese. Yeah, you know what moment I'm talking about. So anyway, I bet most of you have probably seen the Nintendo Switch presentation by now, and you probably have heard of the new games that are coming out, including Super Mario Odyssey, and of course there's going to be Skyrim for the Nintendo Switch. There's also going to be a new Fire Emblem game called Fire Emblem Warriors, and I can't remember all the games off of the top of my head, but I can definitely say the two highlights for me personally was Super Mario Odyssey and the trailer for Breath of the Wild. And I guess before I get into games, I should talk about the console itself, the Nintendo Switch. I can definitely say it's a console that I would actually really want. The only thing that I'm skeptical about when it comes to the Nintendo Switch is that it doesn't seem that comfortable to hold. I mean, I can tolerate it for sure, but I mean, it just doesn't look like it's comfortable to hold on to and all that. Like, it doesn't seem to have that kind of grip that, you know, the Wii U gamepad has, because we all thought that it was going to be this flat tablet, but it actually has a back end that actually can rest on your finger, so it actually makes it comfortable to hold. So, I mean, I'm kind of wondering, like, how is it possible to be able to hold on to the two Joy-Cons and make it comfortable, or even, like, you know, use the right Joy-Con, you know, sideways and all that. And I don't know, it just seems a little awkward to me, so I seriously hope the Joy-Cons are not so awkward to use. But yeah, other than that, the Nintendo Switch itself does look like a really fun console for sure, and I highly doubt a lot of people are gonna be throwing parties and all that and celebrating with their friends. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it if there were some people that do that, but I have no friends. How dare you mock me, Nintendo? How dare you mock me? I wanted to shoot my friend too. Okay, so yeah, in terms of certain highlights that came from this conference, or this presentation, I've never played Skyrim before, so I might consider getting Skyrim for the Nintendo Switch, and that is if I even get a Nintendo Switch on the first month it comes out. I might very likely, but that's to be determined and whatever. So I should probably talk about the games that really got me hyped and all that, and the two were Super Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild, and I'll start with Super Mario Odyssey. So with Super Mario Odyssey, what I really love about that game is how one of the settings takes place in New York. Now, for those of you who have been hardcore Mario fans, you probably know that Mario and Luigi actually originated from Brooklyn. Now, there is a story later on with Yoshi's Island where it actually turns out that both Mario and Luigi were born in the Mushroom Kingdom world and were carried by a stork, and of course there was some havoc and whatever that went in between all that, but they were eventually delivered to their parents who lived in the Mushroom Kingdom. Well, it seems like Mario's in Super Mario Odyssey is going to be going back to Brooklyn, which is where Mario and Luigi were carpenters for a while, and Mario had his girlfriend Pauline. Donkey Kong captures her, he goes and saves her and whatever, beats DK's ass, and next thing you know, they decide to be plumbers, and after doing some plumbing in the game Mario Brothers, they eventually find the warp pipe that leads them to the first game, Super Mario Brothers. So yeah, it's interesting that they're going to be returning back to their home place, if that's the case, because, I don't know, just the idea of Mario being in New York just seems not only fascinating to me, but it's an idea that I never really thought of, you know, being in a Mario game, and I think it's a really great idea. All I can hope is that they do at least show Pauline at some point in it, not for fan service necessarily, but it just seems like a major missed opportunity if they don't show Pauline in the game. I mean, they might show her in a later trailer. And from what I'm aware of, this game is going to be a holiday 2017 release. And yeah, with your cat being alive and all that, I've been having its penis dangled in on my hair, just ugh. So yeah, the whole idea of Super Mario Odyssey being this open world game with like different worlds, you know, some more fantasy than others, and then a realistic world like New York City and all that, it seems really amazing. And honestly, it just seems to be the right step for a Super Mario game. Not only expanding the mythology of Super Mario Brothers, but it doesn't feel like a rehash. It doesn't feel like Super Mario Galaxy 2, where it's still a good game, but it's still pretty much Super Mario Galaxy 1. It feels like this is the first original, new, fresh, open experience Super Mario game since Super Mario Galaxy, and I am so glad for that. So we don't have to have like a 3D world and a new Super Mario Brothers and all that. So yeah, new, wow, I almost said it, damn you Nintendo. So yeah, Super Mario Odyssey, I am hyped for sure. Now the other highlight is Breath of the Wild. Now in Breath of the Wild, holy crap, when I watched that trailer, I wish I was recording my reaction because I was fanboying. Just, holy crap, so much emotion put into it, so many colorful characters, and just that little bit of a trailer. I mean, I wanted to know more about the bird guy. I wanted to know more about the Goron I eventually meet. I wanted to know more about that fish guy who may or may not be a Zora that I eventually meet. And I wanted to know more about that girl who is probably Zelda. And oh my god, the emotions in that trailer is just so massive, so big, and it's just, holy crap. As a Zelda fan, for those of you who know me personally, I am a huge Zelda fan. It's my favorite video game franchise of all time. I am hyped for Breath of the Wild, and this trailer not only just leveled my hype up, but it got me emotional. I cried. I felt joy, and I felt this pure peace and beauty. It was just a beautiful trailer with just the right emotions to make you feel both joy and joy, sad, and it's just amazing. And well, I will admit the voice acting is better in Japanese. The English voice acting is not really that bad at all. And you know what? I am so opened up with voice acting being in a Zelda game. I mean, yeah, it technically did exist before, but not full dialogue voice acting. So it's not like you have to read text at the bottom of the screen because, well, that's what technology was limited to back then, but just the idea of voice acting being in a Zelda game might seem alien-ish, that's not really a word, but I am so opened up to it. I am hyped for Breath of the Wild. I am hyped for Super Mario Odyssey. Can't wait to try Skyrim for the first time because I know that's a critically acclaimed game. And yeah, Fire Emblem Warriors, I haven't played any of the Fate games, but I absolutely adored Fire Emblem Awakening. Definitely recommend playing that game. And yeah, that's really all I can say is they definitely focused on a lot of the games in this presentation, not like back in E3 where they only focused on, just 2 different Pokemon games and Breath of the Wild and all that. I mean, where the heck is Federal Force, you know? It really focused on the games in this presentation. I mean, yeah, they were showing off the gimmicks of, like, the Joy-Cons and all that sort of stuff. But you know what? It's allowed in this situation because it's still a new console. So yeah, until then, all I can say is I am definitely hyped to play Super Mario Odyssey, and I am definitely hyped to play Breath of the Wild. And as far as the Nintendo Switch goes, the only thing I am skeptical about is the comfort of holding the Joy-Cons. But other than that, I can't wait to see what Nintendo has to offer. So thank you guys so much for watching this vlog, and all I can say is, if you see an Italian man jumping around Brooklyn, it's probably Mario. And yeah, and apparently voice acting in a Zelda game ain't so bad as long as you make the silent protagonist silent. Alright, that's all I can say, so thank you guys so much for watching, and goodbye. Say goodbye, Hat. He's so cute when he's trying to act alive and whatever.